Good morning and welcome to the webinar. Today we put the spotlight on millennials. You know the drill. If you have a question throughout the presentation, put it in the chat box to the right. We'll get to those as we go and towards the end of the presentation. And I also want to add, if you're having difficulty with some of the portions of the audio or any issues, technical, put it in the chat box and I'll try to address them. Here's my information. Go ahead and jot down my phone number, my email address. Eric Pouncey Jr. also works in the same role as I do here at Cornerstone in the individual department. There's his phone number, email address, and everything and anything to do with the individual market under 65, we handle it. As we get geared up towards OEP, AEP, and the like, Sandy Weber is going to be your resource to get licensed. Please give her a call if you have any questions. There's her number, her email address. Joyce Fine Hours and Commission. If you have any questions about mission statement, she and Tom do a great job of that. If you have any questions with quoting or enrollment or processes, please reach out to me and I can give you an overview. Autopilot is a compensation-based client referral program that offers the services of licensed representatives to quote, enroll, support, and provide year-round service to clients that may fall out of your business scope, but never off your radar. Under this program, you can focus on your business with the assurance that your clients will continue to receive the benefits of your market experience and continued superior service and support. And our talented team will take care of your clients' health insurance needs for individual and family coverage, employee benefits, or Medicare solutions. Activate Autopilot today. Click in the link in the chat box to learn more. Cornerstone's incentive program will be back in 2021 with all new prizes. Qualifiers to have a chance to win up to $5,000 in a travel voucher for a weekend getaway to a destination of your choice. Brokers qualify by earning points to new to Cornerstone Group and individual medical and ancillary sales. A minimum of 2,000 points to be eligible for a cash reward and a chance to win a bonus weekend getaway. The top 20 qualifiers earn cash. Brokers must register online in order to participate. There is the registration. Pretty simple. The point earning period is from January 1st, 2020 through December 31st of 2020. And as we navigate through the COVID-19 pandemic, carriers and legislative leaders are issuing guidance and information regarding the virus. Please visit our Corona information pages on the Cornerstone website for the latest carrier and legislative updates. We update the page every day so that you know you're receiving the most recent information. And on to today's feature presentation. It's been said that millennials are guilty for killing everything from napkins, casual dining, to big weddings, to golf. That's our topic for today, selling insurance to millennials. Just what is a millennial? Several definitions. The person born in the 1980s or 90s. It's also known as Generation Y. It's used to describe someone who reached adulthood in the earliest 21st century and covers a generation of people born between 1980 and 2000. And I just go by the Census Bureau and their definition of someone born between 1982 and 2000. The millennial generation, over 75 million strong, is America's largest. It eclipses the current and the post-war baby boom generation. They make up nearly a quarter of the U.S. population, 30% of the voting age population, and almost 2/5 of the working age population. They're huge. They are formidable. They're unlike any generation we've sold to. I think we're coming to realize that. Next slide. Millennials are more diverse than the previous generation, and that trend will continue. This is a really, really telling slide. So the key distinguishing factor is cultural diversity. By 2035, the majority will be a more culturally diverse demographic than anything that we've seen in history. So as you can tell there, what we sometimes deem minority or ethnic population, they will be in the majority in 15 years. And as a result, we need to take notice and adapt. Millennial generation shops for insurance differently than the silent generation, the baby boomers or Generation X. And insurance carriers are certainly taking note. This is the progressive insurance campaign that everybody's seen on TV. Unfortunately, I don't have enough broadband here in my home that this will run, but everybody will get a copy of this presentation and you'll be able to run it. But everybody's familiar with the progressive insurance campaign. In this case, she is worried that her husband is turning into her father. Millennials don't want to be reminded that they shop like their parents. The word salesman is outdated. We need to use terms like partner, consultant, guide, or associate instead. The old yell and sell approach is out. This is obviously a cliche, but everybody has heard of the used car salesman, or even worse, the sharks and seals analogy. Okay, sharks and seals. What I mean by that is, the salesman is the shark and you are the prey. This is again a outdated mode of selling. We're all familiar with our own anecdotes and our own experiences with this approach, and I think the used car salesman is probably the cliche mode of that. And this is what I want to really focus on. Millennials respond to the consultative approach instead. So what I mean by the consultative approach, this is also known as content-based marketing. 6 things we need to take away from this, and 6 key points. You need to be digital, you need to be mobile, you need to be informative, you need to be willing to be reviewed, you need to be social, and you need to be a blogger. And let's go in greater depth on that. You need a website. Plain and simple. You need a website. You need to have an online presence. Websites are free, or you can obviously pay to help someone design one for you. several places to go for a website. GoDaddy does a great job with websites. Many brokers have used GoDaddy. They do a terrific job. It's very contemporary. It's very updated. There's several other services like GoDaddy, and by all means, get yourself a website. This gives you credibility. You need to be mobile. Content needs to be available on the smartphone platform, whether it be an iPhone or an Android. And you can use an app. The social media outlets like Facebook or LinkedIn are tremendous. I also really encourage folks to think about creating an app. There's so many cool things you can do for insurance. Things like creating an insurance budget guide, a insurance tabulator, something that perhaps tells you different areas of insurance that you can research. An app would help address that. Be informative. It's important to include statistical content, provide comparisons, provide ratings. Millennials crave transparency. They crave data. They're the first generation to be born into a digital era. They know this world. They're on the computer. They're on the smartphone. They look for this kind of data. Here's an example of something you can put into a format for a website or for social media. This is a graphic that I found I think would be very important that you can put into some kind of content to use. And I stress to folks that it's really easy to go out and create a Facebook page. And this is something you can put on a Facebook page or on a blog or on a Twitter feed. And this is information that I found out there from a wellness group called wellsteps.com. Medical costs per person per year. And this is a telling statistic that you can show someone, a young person, for example, of how medical costs are spiraling out of control over time. And these are years down here. I'm sorry that you can't see this more clearly, but this is 2020, this is 2030, 2040, et cetera. So you can see that the costs are spiraling out of control and that folks obviously need to take greater interest in how health insurance can save and safeguard their financial security. Really important. Millennials live in this digital environment. They're constantly on Facebook. They're constantly on their smartphones. They're looking at different platforms. They all review, to some extent, the content. All these platforms, Amazon, they all do some kind of review, and this is part and parcel to what millennials use in making their decisions. Just a couple of pullouts. 7 in 10 U.S. customers seek reviews and opinions before purchasing. I would say it's higher with millennials. 81% of these are categorized as the group between 18 and 34, I'm sorry, the millennial generation. And this is a really key telling statistic about millennials. 57% are suspicious of businesses with only positive reviews. So you go in to, let's say, Amazon, or for that matter, Google reviews, and you see a store or an agency or a broker or you name it, a restaurant that is showing nothing but 5 stars, and that sounds a little suspicious. It sounds like maybe only the family members voted on that one. So that gets really important, that you realize authenticity is so important, and you're looking for numbers, you're looking for a broad scope of reviews. 54% will try to recommend a product or service, and this is obviously 54% won't try to recommend a product with a service or a bad review. $174 is the average amount millennials spend per month eating out. I think that's changed a lot now in the past couple of months, but there's a tremendous amount of folks eating out and shopping outside, and 87% will splurge on nice meal. That's just another characteristic of millennials, and we'll tie this in with insurance in a moment. Be social. Social media is a series of websites and applications that are designed for content sharing and communication, with an emphasis on communication. Right now, social media seems to dominate the digital landscape with sites like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram, and more. There's stuff popping up all the time. One that I discovered was called Twitch. That's becoming very, very popular. It's a website, a social media website that monitors video games. And that's become very popular in the past several months. The goal of all these sites is to do one thing, and that's build connection. Here's a little infomercial. We at Cornerstone are a great resource to learn about this very topic. Cornerstone's Build Your Brand series covers social media fundamentals, one-on-one reviews of each platform, and how you can use it to grow your business and more. So again, go to our website, learn more about this. Geoff Larkin does the series every Tuesday, and it's along with Tom Levine, who is more on the tech side. So check out our webinars for that. The recordings are in the Resource Center. Geoff does an ongoing series on Facebook. So that's something she'll do periodically throughout the year. And I would love to talk to you personally about Facebook as well. It's a super easy platform to master. And I can give you a few tips and tricks just to get started. So please reach out to me or Geoff about social media. Be a blogger. According to HubSpot, a blog is a regularly updated website or web page used to help companies rank on search engines and about a given topic, attract customers to your site and convert them to leads and engage an audience. Insurance blogs are a great way to show your commitment to service and expertise. Blogs also help you drive traffic to your website, post about insurance tips, updates, concepts, and more. You can put these on your blogs. Learn how to use a search engine optimization to take advantage of all of this. So some SEO is always a good thing. That gives your social presence a lot of power. Here's a great example of a blog. So this is a website about house hunting and insurance, and I think this is more of the P&C realm, but this is a great example of a blog. These pullouts here will give you more information about different topics like emergency procedures, and the like. So this is a great example. There's several other ones geared more towards the health insurance realm too. Just some final thoughts here, and then I'll open it up for discussion. Rest assured, millennials are not bringing the world to an end. They're not the murder hornets of the economy. They're just different. They have different life experiences. Like I said earlier, they're the first to be born into the digital world. They want a different relationship with the world at large. They want transparency. And that includes how and when they buy things, including insurance. So let's open it up for questions and feedback. I'm going to monitor the questions. And I hope everybody enjoyed the presentation. You'll all get a copy of the presentation. And if you have any questions, please check out our website. Okay. I want to bring Eric in. So Eric, are you on the line? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm on the line.
Okay. So Eric is a card-carrying member of the millennial generation. Okay, so he, more than anybody, can appreciate the digital realm that I was discussing. So, Eric, in your opinion, what are some good social media sites that you enjoy looking at?
I really like to use Twitter. That's pretty much my biggest one that I use. You can really search anything. If you have a topic on mind, you just look it up by a hashtag. And that's the easiest way to kind of surf through things if you're just looking for something in particular. If not, you can just pretty much can follow whoever you want, and you can follow people in the health industry, legislative. It's very broad. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do in there, but Twitter's probably my biggest one that I do. And then just regular news sites, but all of it's online, no newspaper. So.
Great. Yeah, there's a lot of good content out there. And I'm always willing, always eager to hear about what folks are encountering, what folks are seeing out there. I've encountered a really, a great resource is healthinsurance.org. They do a phenomenal job with blogs and content on the health insurance industry. Kaiser Health News does a great job. Even healthcare.gov does some social media. So I really think it's important to engage yourself in that and share that with your clients, share that with your audience on your platforms, including Facebook. I discovered Facebook is really super easy to set up. It's, in most cases, there's no money involved in it. And if you wanted to expand your audience, you can and do that through Facebook ads. So I really encourage folks to at least give that a try. Okay. And any final thoughts, Eric? I think we've had a really good, lively discussion here. I know it was very, very short. Some of these, homegrown webinars, we try to make them pretty short because everybody's time is so valuable. And we're just very glad that you could have joined us today. And again, Jess Larkin does a phenomenal job with what we talked about earlier. And check out her Builder Brand series throughout the year. And I think with that, we will conclude our presentation today. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank you so much.